Hey y'all, hey, back with another video. So we're talking about Wrestlemania 42 night 2, okay? So like I told y'all for night 1, when I saw the card for both nights, I automatically said yes, night 2 is it for me. Night 2 is it for me. I was way more interested in night 2, so I was actually home for night 2. I actually watched it here for the first time on my computer. I don't know why I've never thought to watch it on my computer before. I just always watch it on my phone. Shout out to the VPN. But whatever. So again, I felt if I had to give night 2 a rating out of 10, I would give night 2, let me see if I can look here. A 8.5 out of 10. It was really, really good, especially compared to like last year's. Bitch, if I'm comparing it to last year's, this is times 10. There ain't no damn scale, okay? So obviously the match that most of us was very excited about, me being in particular, was the very first match, which was Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Now I want to be clear, I do not fuck with Brock Lesnar at all. I do not fuck with him. I do not like him. I do not appreciate him at all. Now I can give him his flowers for, like, you know, what he's done as like a wrestler, and then I think he went to the UFC. Like, I can give him his props for that, but know that I don't fuck with Brock Lesnar at all, okay? So was very excited to see this very, very big younger black man destroy him. Very excited. I felt like the build up was really, really great. Every single week it just made it like, yes, I can't wait to see these two niggas go at it. Can't wait. Oba is everything. I need y'all to understand, Oba is that guy. Now I'm a little terrified about Oba simply because Triple H and them, y'all don't know what to do with people. That's very clear. I think that's why y'all are hanging on so much to like people from the past or superstars. I mean, not superstars from the past, but like older superstars like Roman Reigns, CM Punk. These are people that's been around for a really, 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 really long time. Brock Lesnar has been around even longer than that. And I feel like the reason y'all have a hard time creating new stars is because y'all don't know what to do with them once y'all fucking get them. So Obafemi comes out, Oba, who, Oba, who. Oh, that strut, the strut is everything. I can't believe Oba is only 28 years old. That is a man. Do you hear me? That is a man. Yes, sir. So Oba comes out, then Brock Lesnar comes out, whatever. Now, I knew that their match was going to be short just because Brock Lesnar don't really do long matches, and he can only hit but so many damn moves. He's just going to F5 you from now until the eternity and then superplex you, and that's it. He ain't really got much moves outside of that, which is one of the main reasons I don't even like Brock Lesnar, because I don't think that I don't personally, just me, I don't really think that Brock Lesnar is the greatest wrestler because he only has about 2 to 3 moves. He's going to F5 you, he might spear you, and superplex, and that's it. He ain't got really much more outside of that in his like arsenal, right? But anyway, I liked the match. I thought it was good. I do wish that it would have went a little bit longer. Not much longer though. Be clear. Not much longer. Maybe another like 2 to 3 minutes, and that would have been good. But it is what it is. Oba slammed that nigga down, fall from grace, and it was what it is. 1, 2, 3. Get your ass out of here. We don't even want you here. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. So Oba does his big one, leaves him in the ring, takes off. And then you see Brock Lesnar just kind of sitting in the middle of the ring, and he's taking his gloves off, and then you see him starting to unlace his boots. So everybody else was like, oh, what? And I was sitting at home like, what? Did he just retire this nigga? Because if so, Oba, you are a legend. You are a legend if you literally retire Brock Lesnar. You'll be in my good graces for the rest of. Shout out to Dub from In the Clutch. The way that Dub feels about Brock, that's how I feel too. He is forever gonna be goated if he got this man to pretty much retire. Loved it. So everybody, you know, it seemed as if he was insinuating that he was retiring and that was gonna be his last match. You know, he did his crying and the waving, and everybody said, "Thank you, Brock. Bye, Brock. Bye-bye. Wait, bye, Pumpkin. Bye." So he left, so excited about that. Now, there is this rumor going around that Brock Lesnar is not actually really retiring, and that he's going to come back during, like, SummerSlam, because I think that's in his hometown, and him and Gunther is going to go against each other, and Gunther's going to beat him there. I just want to say, if that is the case, I just want to say, Triple H, TKO, and Brock Lesnar and Gunther, because to me, If you literally bring Brock Lesnar back just for him to fight Gunther to lose, you completely shitted on what Oba just did. You completely shitted on Oba and what he just did. Now, some people could say that they're trying to do that so that you could build up Oba and Gunther. But I personally just feel like that's a big ass deal for you to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. And then specifically for you to beat him to where he's now like going into retirement. I personally think that you're stepping on your own work. You're stepping on your own work if you bring him back to go against Gunther. And I want to keep saying this because I don't care. I'm going to say it until I'm doing the face. Gunther, whatever the hell his name is, having the I'm the career ender or whatever, like it's tired and it's played out and it's through. And the reason mostly why being is because for that gimmick to continuously work, that means every single year somebody has to fucking retire. And not just that, somebody that we give a fuck about have to retire. There's not that many people left in the WWE that the main casual fucking person even gives a fuck enough about to sit there and watch Gunther pretty much to retire them. And this is what I mostly don't understand. Gunther literally beat John Cena. John Cena last year, y'all biggest wrestle person, or the hell you want to call it, y'all biggest WWE star of damn near all time, next to like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, John Cena is up there. And the fact that Gunther beat John Cena and it did nothing for him, it gave him a little bit of heat, like maybe the episode right after that, and then after that it went back to normal. So my question to Triple H and everybody else is, what do y'all expect for Gunther to get for beating Brock Lesnar that he didn't fucking get from beating John Cena? Whatever y'all are trying to do with this man to make him extremely overly the top hated, it's not working and it's not gonna work. Which is exactly why I felt the way I felt about how that fucking ending went with John Cena. Cause it's stupid. Whatever heat y'all are trying to get Gunther, it's not gonna work. If it did not work for John Cena, I'm telling you now, it's not gonna work for Brock Lesnar. Because John Cena is way more beloved, okay, then Brock Lesnar is. It don't matter that Brock Lesnar is strong. We just saw Oba beat him. So Gunther beating him does what? Does what? What the fuck does it do? Let the career ender thing go. It's not even, like I said, sustainable, because next year, who is retiring next year that we give a shit about? Who? And again, for y'all to keep this gimmick up, people have to continue to retire that we care about. And there ain't that many people to fuck left. So let it go. I swear, I will really come on here and do a smooth 35-minute rant if that's what y'all choose to do. Moving the fuck on. So that was really smart because I was on ESPN. Night 2 was on ESPN for 1 hour, and this was within the first hour. I thought that was smart. And then the second match, which I thought was smart for them to do too, was the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. Now, Penta, shout out to Penta. So it was a ladder match. It was Penta, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, Rusev, and Rey Mysterio. I was very excited for this because I know a lot of like real wrestling heads like Jim Cornette and them don't like it. I love a good ladders match. I love a good TLC, table ladders and chairs match. Okay, bitch, I come from the era of the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, like Edge and Christian. I come from that. So I love a good table, ladders, and chairs match. A good ladders match. You want to get some high flying shit. And I knew with Javon being on here and Dragon Lee, everybody that was on here, I was like, oh, this match gonna eat. And it sure did. It sure did. This was one of the best matches other night to me personally. So good. So many different spots. It literally looked like Rey Mysterio cracked Rusev in half when he did the little, I think he bounced off the rope. He jumped over to Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee threw him over. He landed on Rusev, and then Rusev went straight through the ladder. I said, eat it up. Javon was jumping from the top of the damn stadium, wherever the hell he was. That young man is gonna go far. I'm just always really scared that Javon Evans is gonna hurt himself just because of how like far and how high he jumps. He terrifies me. But yeah, that was a really, really, really good match to me. That was like a 9 out of 10 match. That was great standout. Then we move on. I think next was the Trick Williams and Sami Zayn fight or whatever. I expected this to go a little bit longer. This was one of the few storylines to me that I actually liked. Now, realistically, what I was hoping that would happen is Carmelo Hayes will come out and, you know, do what he needed to do to make sure that Trick won. That's what I was hoping for, but we didn't get that, and it is what it is, Trick. And, like, can I just tell you how frustrating this is? Like, okay, they could be telling a story, like, it's clear that they're telling a story of Sammy going heel, because Sammy got booed out the motherfucking building. He really did. But my whole thing is, like, you let Sammy beat Carmelo just to drop the title to Trick? Why? Why, Jesus? When we could have just let Carmelo keep it and then him drop it to Trick. Now, unless y'all about to run it to where at Backlash it's gonna be Trick versus Carmelo Hayes, I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all played in Carmelo's face. Not once, but twice yet again within the last year have y'all played in that man's face. That man deserved it. And when Sammy is like, I want to make this very clear to Sammy fans that don't get it. When Sammy is like, I'm just trying to understand. I think he said it like maybe during like one of the last SmackDowns. Like, I'm still trying to understand what it is that I did wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. And people like, yeah, because he beat Carmelo clean. No, the point of the matter is, as y'all would like to, as y'all say all the time, the fans are much smarter than that. The point of the matter is that it does not feel fair that Carmelo Hayes was holding this shit down for as long as he was. And then at the very last minute, not because Sammy really deserved it, not because of no real storyline that made sense, y'all literally let Sammy take the belt from Carmelo so that y'all could do whatever little shit that y'all wanted to do to have Sammy on the card and to kind of push him for next year's WrestleMania to win whatever belt he's gonna win. And it just felt it felt so forced. It felt very like the teacher's pet. Oh, you want to know what? We have to make sure that Sammy is on this card for WrestleMania because, you know, he's going to have something next year. So, like, sorry, Carmelo, we know that you were doing a great job and you were holding it down, but you're going to have to give that up to Sammy. That's why, because you didn't deserve it. Point blank, period. You did not deserve it. Where your ass been this whole time he been doing this United States Championship Open? Now, all of a sudden, you want to come. No, it's given very much so that you were handpicked by Triple H and we know that that's how it really works. But I'm just saying, this more than anything really came like you were specifically picked and put in that position just so that they can have you on WrestleMania versus actually giving you something that made sense. That's why you're getting booed, because the rest of us don't believe that you deserve that spot. We believe that Carmelo deserved that spot because he worked for that shit. He specifically worked for that in particular spot. He worked for that shit. You didn't. You came out of nowhere because you was handpicked by whoever because they want you to be part of the Saudi Arabia fucking WrestleMania next year. That's why you're getting booed, because it's not real. Niggas, you did not deserve that spot. Period. That's why you're getting booed. If you really want to talk about it, Sammy, you didn't deserve it and you stole a man's spot. Period. That's why you're going to continuously get booed, because it's coming off like you're being forced upon the audience, and niggas is over it. We're over it. We're over it. We're over it. We're tired of Sammy. That's what it is. Similar to Cody, niggas is tired of Sammy. We tired of his fake ass, like they call him Sammy Hogan. We tired of the, oh, I'm good, oh, I'm not good. We're tired of it. That's why you got booed out the damn building, and it's going to continuously happen. Sick and tired of Sammy. But shout out to Trick, though, because Trick won. I did not like the long, like, robe or whatever that he had. I thought it looked like used tissue paper. I didn't like it, but I understood what he was trying to do. But shout out to Trick. I'm glad that Trick won. Shout out to him. Okay? I think after that, I can't remember if it was I want to say maybe Dominic and Finn. Maybe I want to say Dominic and Finn went against each other, I think. Yeah, so our Open beat Brock. I keep forgetting to say who won. For the International Championship, Penta retained. Shout out to Penta. For the match against Dom and Finn, I don't know why the fuck it's saying here that that Dominic beat Finn. No, he did not. This is what we mean when we say that AI is wrong. This is what we're talking about. It says Dominic Mysterio defeated Finn Balor. No, he didn't. He lost. Thank you very much. Okay, so he goes against Finn. Now I don't know nothing about the Demon Balor, so that was very like jarring to me because I never saw Finn like that. I prefer Finn not like that. I like him regular. I think Finn is a very nice looking white man, so I like him with his regular stuff. But that was cool. I wasn't really too much into this match. This is probably the match next to Rhea and Jade. This was like the match I was the least interested in at the end of the day. Like, I think the storyline makes all the sense in the world, but I just didn't care about the match itself. I figured that Finn would win, and he did. The match was okay. Then we have Rhea versus Jade or whatever. Y'all know Jade. That's my bitch. I love Jade. I hate how people try to shit on Jade. Like, one thing that I don't understand about people saying about Jade is like, oh, well, she doesn't defend her title. She doesn't, like, y'all try to make it seem like that's her doing. Like, Jade has already went on multiple shows and said that she wishes that she would get more matches, but they just don't give them to her. So when y'all saying she's not the best in ring, how can she get better in ring if she ain't giving no damn matches? It for real, it comes off to me, the way that the WWE is handling Jade. To me, personally, it's giving that they just want Jade to be the champion for, like, aesthetic purposes because she's a black woman. She's a very attractive black woman. She looked like she could be fucking Storm. And I think they feel like her being a black, attractive woman that literally could be Storm and X-Men just, like, gives them ratings just based off of that, right? Versus them trying to make sure that she gets in the ring and does the things that she needs to do. And that really irks me, for real. Let the girl get in. Let her get some reps in. Let her try to get better. So her and Rhea did it. Of course, Rhea won. I thought the match was alright. It was okay. I've seen better. But I think that Jade definitely showed her ass and showed people that, like, she's not to be fucked with in this ring. Like, y'all was really trying to play my bitch all that 1 year, trying to say that she can't do this and she can't do that, and she showed her ass in that ring. So I'm more so walked away from this saying, I know that's right, Jay. You better show these niggas. You better show these niggas. That's how I walked away. Follow, right? Feel it. But yeah, Rhea beat Jay, which that's what I figured. I figured that that's the case. Now, there's this thing going on right now saying that Rhea is possibly dealing with, like, some eating disorder. Now, to be fair, Rhea did look so much smaller. Like, she looks tiny compared to, like, when I was watching her, like, a year or two ago when I first started. She does seem like she's getting smaller. So as much as I don't like Rhea Ripley because I think that she's full of shit, I hope that she's not going through no eating disorder thing, although she said that, like, briefly online. I hope that's not the case, and if it is, I hope she's getting the help that she needs, okay? And then finally, the main event was Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. Now, all of these other matches did not go very long. All of them was like 5 to 10 minutes at the most. This match right here went on for at least a half an hour because I was clocking it. And it was really, really good. Now, a lot of times, especially as somebody that's getting back into wrestling, when people be trying to say, like, when I listen to, like, Bully Ray and stuff, or Jim Cornette, and they're like, you're not telling the story through wrestling. Sometimes I'm like, I don't understand, like what. I never really understood what that meant when people are like, you are supposed to be telling a story through the movement. It always gave me, like if I go to a symphony or something, like, obviously somebody hears the story. I just don't hear the story. I don't hear it. I don't see it. But this is the one time I could say in the 2 years of me coming back watching wrestling that I saw the story in the wrestling. Like, the story to me, no words, just straight wrestling, was told very clearly. And it was the first time I had an aha moment, like, oh, this is what people mean when they say you're telling a story through the actual wrestling. Got it. It completely lined up. The wrestling and everything that happened completely lined up with, like, the promos and stuff like that was being said. I thought it was great. I loved how at the end, when CM Punk was about to win and he had Roman Reigns up on his shoulder and his whole body just broke down, I said, now that's cinema, bitch. That's cinema. Because, and I talked about this before on my videos, that people was making a big deal about when Roman called CM Punk old, and that's when CM Punk hooked off on him. And people were like, oh my gosh, out of all of the things that could be said, old is what ticked him off. And I said during that time, I said, yes, that makes all the sense in the world. First of all, like, look at the landscape, right? CM Punk is one of the oldest people that's left on, like, the main roster that has some type of relevancy. John Cena just retired last year. AJ Styles, somebody that he was very closely, working with or did for a long time, retired. Like, Rey Mysterio is allegedly about to retire. Brock Lesnar retired. He is getting in that age bracket of when he's about to have to retire. So I felt like Roman calling him old, that would send him, because he has to start to mentally deal with the fact that his time is coming to an end in this ring. That made all the sense in the world to me. I don't know why people didn't get that. So when he completely broke down, right, I was like, boom, Yahtzee, and that's the old angle right there. That's why he was so pressed and he hit Roman, because it was a fact. At the end of the day, you are the old man compared to everybody else in this industry, and as far as everybody's concerned, you are one of the next people amongst this lineup. You're one of the next people that is going to retire. You're next in line. And I think that just from a mental standpoint, that's kind of a lot to take in, you know, like you're coming towards the end of something that you've been doing your whole life. Like, that's some real ass shit. So again, I loved it. I love the post. Oh, so anyway, so Roman wins or whatever, right? Because after he dropped him, he bounces off the rope, spears him, 1, 2, 3, done, dead and over with. I love the post show because I love the fact that, you know, one of the big things is that Roman is never around. Roman pops up every other day. He don't really be around. He be living his life, doing his thing. But I love that on a post show, you know, Roman emphasized, like, y'all gonna have to deal with me all summer. So I think he literally means all summer. I think once the summer is up, he's out of here, right? But I like that. Like, if he's gonna have the belt, he needs to come to work. You can't be, as they will call it, a part-time champion. You need to be showing up to work. So I really like that. But I really like this match. I thought it was the best match of both nights or whatever. Wasn't no commercials. Wasn't no interference. Wasn't no nothing. It was great. And to me, it's like what solidified like night 2 as being... Night 2 was that girl. It was that girl. Okay? So that was great. I also loved how when Roman was... doing the post show or whatever, and everybody was in the back like, Oba's gonna kill you, Oba's gonna kill you. He was like, Oba, I saw him, he did his big one tonight. We'll see how the summer play out, because you still new, and then you could come and talk to me. I loved it. And then Oba in his promo was like, because they was saying OTC, he was like, I'm ready for the OTC whenever, baby. Oba and Roman, that needs to be WrestleMania. I'm so sorry. That needs to be WrestleMania. Like, we can't even do no SummerSlam shit. That gotta be some WrestleMania shit for next year. Then, I guess since we're here, we might as well just go over really fast the Raw that happened after WrestleMania. So, last Monday. I don't know. I felt like I've seen... Okay, to be fair, this is the fair part. This is the funny part, right? Last year's WrestleMania was so trash. Like, triggity trash, that the Raw after WrestleMania was actually really fucking good. Like, it was up there. It was top notch. This year, I feel like the Raw after WrestleMania, I feel like it was, yeah, you know, I could have took it, I could leave it. I'm excited. I don't care if the rest of y'all are not. I don't care. I'm excited about the Bloodline story being back. And I'm going to tell you why. Because of the fact that I've just started getting back into wrestling. Ever since I got into wrestling after WrestleMania 40, all you hear is, oh my gosh, the Bloodline story, the Bloodline story, the Bloodline story is the best thing that's ever happened in WWE. And it makes me sad because I wasn't watching wrestling during the Bloodline story, right? But I'm going back and I've watched YouTube, you know, like, people like, sum up whatever happened or whatever. And I think I watched a video on the Bloodline story, maybe like Sunday night or something, or Monday morning before the Raw after Mania came on or whatever. And so I'm a little bit caught up on what's happening, but I'm so excited because, again, I didn't get to live through the Bloodlines, or not live, but I wasn't watching wrestling when the Bloodline storyline panned out. And I just want to say, baby, when Roman came up there with Jay and Jimmy, and then Jacob Fatu came out, I'm not gonna hold you. That little scene right there, promo, whatever the fuck you want to call it, to me felt like the realest shit I've seen since I started watching this show. No cap. It felt like the most grounded, real shit I saw since I started watching wrestling. That's no cap. It felt so tangible and so real. Loved it. So it seems like it's going to be Jay and Jimmy still back in Roman, and now Jacob Fatu is coming out and be like, I ain't with none of that Bloodline shit. I'm here to come get my things and leave. I love it. I loved it. I just loved it so much. And so I'm so excited about the Bloodline and everything that's going to happen from it. So excited. But yeah, y'all get in the comments. Tell me what y'all thought about night 2. I'm out. Bye.